So hey, here we are back again, and in this video segment we're talking about some of our favorite haunts of years past and things that stuck out in our mind over all the haunts that we've seen. So I'll start out with Paul here. Paul?
Alright, my favorite haunt ever was actually a pay haunt. It's a haunted house, and it was not during the Halloween season. It's called Dream Reapers. Always a big production, always great makeup, great characters, tons of things to look at. It's one of the more expensive, pricey ones. But it's always been good.
And it also is one of the few pay haunts to really live up to the hype.
Yes, it lives up to the hype.
And for us, personally, it was one of the very first haunts that we attended together. Yeah. Back in 2002, as a matter of fact, we went to Dream Reapers. Yeah. And we've been going every year since.
So it's one of our favorite ones that we like to go to every year. Unfortunately, they closed down. This 2012 was their last year. But in 2011, we went in 2011, and we found out that $150,000 was stolen. Halloween fell on a Sunday, and they took the cash and stashed it in a safe. And when it come time to deposit into a bank, when the bank's open on Monday, boom, the cash was gone. So they lost this $150,000 that they used to pay their bills, and it was hurting them. So they thought, you know what? Let's try, so we don't have to close down altogether, let's try setting up a Christmas-themed haunted house during Christmas time in 2011.
Yes.
So this was actually after the Halloween season, during the Christmas season. And this was my favorite haunted house. It was all Christmas-themed. When you went in, it had a guy dressed up kind of like Jack Frost type of thing. He was like a little drummer boy, but he looked like he was frozen.
And yes, and he was an excellent form of weight entertainment. Dream Reapers always has excellent weight entertainment, but this guy...
Or always had, in this case, since they're gone.
That's right. He had a hooked nose, and he had yellow slits for eyes, and he would make some sort of crackling sound. He wouldn't talk or anything. He would get right up in your face and make this sort of crackling noise. And one thing about Dream Reapers is none of the people ever break character.
Yeah, they're very good with character at that.
Now, weight entertainment at Dream Reapers, for this particular Christmas haunt, they had Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
And you could get your photo with Santa Claus and his giant axe.
He was like a zombie Santa Claus that was going around terrorizing people. And the makeup was really good, as all the makeup is at Dream Reapers.
Yes. It was an excellent start to an excellent and unusual haunt. This was only done for 2 weekends in the around Christmas time of 2011. Yeah. 2 weekends, and that's it. If you missed it, that was it. And subsequently, we didn't know it at the time, but we know it now. 2012 was the last year for Dream Reapers, so
we did go this year
altogether.
But the Christmas one, not the Halloween one, the Christmas one was my personal favorite. And they had different characters. They had elves that were dressed up like zombies, and the cool thing was they had scents, some S-C-E-N-T-S, scents. Sometimes some haunted houses will have certain scents to try and get the senses going. But they had Christmas-themed ones here. They had the smell of peppermint, the smell of gingerbread, the smell of pine. So it really made you feel like it was there. And the zombie elves that were running around kept talking about how Santa Claus wanted to cook you in the oven. And it was so much fun, and it was so well done, and everybody stayed in character and just seemed almost like they were jolly and happy, but evil at the same time.
Yes, it was actually the happiest haunted house we've been in. Yes, it was evil, but it wasn't your typical Halloween haunt. It was There were scares in it, but you could tell everybody was having a good time for the holidays. So
and it was all Christmas themed, 100%.
It was great, and very creative, as always, as Dream Reapers always is. It was also one of my favorite experiences as well. I would definitely say that.
It is also probably the scaredest I ever was at a haunted house. Because
and I could understand that.
Of this incident. Brian snapped a picture of me, and in the photo you can actually see in the background with the rules are all bloodied. It says don't take photos, but they allowed us for this one. And there was a guy, I don't know what he was supposed to be dressed as.
He was a woman in drag. He was like a patient, some kind of mental patient.
Well, when Brian went to go snap my picture of, this guy got up to me, his lips got very close to mine, I had to turn my head. I thought the guy was really going to kiss me. And I have to say, yeah, I was pretty scared of this ghoulish girl that looked like his lips were going to press against mine.
And the picture reflects that.
Yes,
so yes, it was one of the few moments that Paul was actually scared at a haunt. So that
for real.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, but it was the whole haunted house. It was just so well done, as Dream Reapers always was in the past.